Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the trading desk where we talk about the daily movers in the market, specifically my trades, why I took them, why I thought they were a good setup, and see their resolution to the end. Today was a good green day, especially since yesterday I took some really bad trades. They weren't that big of a loss, but they were just small, bad losses. But today we had one obvious stock that everybody traded, and it was a great day. So right now I'm sitting about $115 in the green. Great day. Made yesterday back and some on top of it. So took only 3 trades I think today, 2 stocks, and basically this was BGLC still moving, and look at this chart. Great chart. It was so easy to trade, especially for the long side, and as I can see also for the shorting side. Great. Great trades. The last trade I took was a bit skeptical. I wasn't skeptical. I knew it was gonna work out because I've seen that setup multiple times. But the only problem is that sometimes I just don't think it through too much. And I think the only lesson that I have learned today is I took a dip trade, and the only thing that I learned was wait for it to actually show the lowest of lows. But we'll get to that later. So the day starts like any other. I took a trade at basically 7 a.m. or 1 p.m. for me, 105 TYGO. So TYGO was already up a lot. Around 40-50%. And as you can see, it made a really big move post market, after hours, and with a high of 217. So with a high of 217 here at 1 o'clock, it pops up. It had some news that it buys, that the H. Wainwright and company maintains buy on Tigo Energy, raises price target to $6. It was previously $3. So that's great because people really would like to buy, and if they think it's around 6, great, right? So as it starts rising up, it breaks through this first level, which was let me see, why did I put 188 here? No, 188 is the lowest of, is this low right here. It doesn't matter. So it starts more up, hits this to basically 215 to 17, and it starts going down, pullback right here, goes down to the lowest of lows, 188, starts pulling back up. Is immediately this crosses over, I get in for the pullback. It didn't hit the 9 EMA, right? But the volume on these 2 candles was pretty low as opposed to this one, and I was like, yep, it's a pullback, I like it. The MACD was open, had news, the volume picture was great, and the only thing I think was the float. Let me check it again for this stock, but I think it was fine. Actually, no, that was the only thing that had me a little bit shook. It was the float for this was $25 million. That's a lot. I would like it to be around lower than 10. So actually that is why I don't think this trade worked. Got in at 2, right? And goes up 205, climbs back down, and it just kind of does these dojis, and it really doesn't do anything. So the lowest it went was 190, and I was like, yeah, 190. Didn't really reach my stop loss I wanted, and plus the 9 EMA was moving, so I really thought that we're just gonna curl back up to 217, sell, make a bit of profit, $20, fine, right? Get a cushion for the day. Goes up, brings back down, goes up 206, and then it starts going down, and I'm like, here, okay, maybe just a little bit of pullback. If it doesn't work, I'll sell. It didn't work, went all the way down. I stopped loss at 193 because it broke the 9 EMA here, and I really did not want to trade it below the 9 EMA, as you can see. So I got it on 193, fill $7 with commissions 9, so it wasn't a big loss. So nothing happens basically until 2. There was this stock REPL, which was already up a lot, and I didn't want to trade this stock only because, so it has some news about a lawsuit. So basically, it had, if I guessed it right, it had some like FDA, their FDA approval was not great, or it kind of backfired. So the FDA said something was not adequate and well controlled, and here that their study wasn't good and investors could sue. And I was not really sure why it was up this much, even though there was negative news. But then, if we go on daily chart, as you can see, right here, it had a gap fill, right? Why is the MACD here? I don't need it. Okay, so it had a gap fill right here, right? As you can see, this was some chips I was doing. So it fell down, it opened at 266 and it started like rattling back up here at 4 and had this whole gap up to 10. So that's why it climbed up all the way to 6, no resistance, goes down, goes up. I didn't want to take a trade, even though I was really thinking about it right here, okay? And I should have, to be honest. It would have been a great trade. This was the resistance level that it hit before at 650, basically, let's call it. So it starts climbing up, and then I was thinking about getting in right here at 642, 640 as it was climbing, and it burst open up to 670. Again, pullback here, micro pullback. I should have bought this. I was thinking it as well, but I was not sure. Basically pulls back up to the 90 MA, and then whoop, again up to 7. And yeah, great move right there. 50 cents of profit, definitely even more if you add it here at the pullback. But I don't know, I didn't want to trade it. I didn't actually believe in it, even though it looked good. The news to me, it didn't make sense, okay? It didn't make sense, and I just stayed out of it. Plus, as yesterday was a red day, I didn't want to really, I guess, just make a bad trade. Plus, the float on this is 53 million. So, no. Then at 2 o'clock, BGLC has news, great news, that it found out that it's having a basically signs term sheet for partnership, and it has like this: acquire strategic equity stake in Fidelion and secure exclusive communal right to Fidelion VitaGuard minimal residual disease platform across Southeast Asia. Great news. And look at it, it just reached a high of day of 9. Great moves. I mean, this stock immediately from $4 goes up to 7, right? Pulls back here. I get in at basically right on this red candle at 658. As 650 drops, goes down, still not selling because I know it's a good stock, great float, around 1 million. The volume was good. I knew it had to pull through. It was just a little bit still moving, right? I get in at 658. It drops a little bit down. I get in again at 638, right? 636, sorry. 636 goes down just a little bit more, climbs back up, opens, back down, back up. It goes all the way to 710. To 710. Right? 710. At basically, but it was too fast. Couldn't sell. Goes all the way back down. This candle right here, doji, nothing. It's still good, right? 6.7. So it goes up to 691. I sell right there. I knew that it will have resistance 7, so I was not really sure if it would have broken it. It did to 734, but I was not very angry about it because still got like a lot of profit on it. 200 shares at basically 50 cents. I got around $85, I think, in profits. Pulls back. I think it's selling off. Goes back up. Squeezes from 60 to 69 all the way to 830. 830. So I'm like, okay, I saw this dip here, I'm buying it. Next turn, goes back up, 840. Here, I get in at 653. This was the only mistake that I made today. 653, I got in, wanting it to go a little bit down, maybe just below here, hit the 20 EMA, and then rally back up, goes down, goes even more down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red candles in a row, 6. But I'm holding. Do you know why? I want to know why? The stock was an A plus quality stock. The relative volume was good. It had great news, right? I knew it in my heart that it would rally back up and make a new high. So I'm holding. Starts going back up, goes up again, right? Pullback, goes up. Now I'm in the plus here. I'm good. So I knew that I wanted to sell at 825 here, just below this resistance level. But I was a bit skeptical here, so I sold it right there. As this was curling back down, so I sold it at 795, 794, got filled right here on this candle, and I was great with it. I didn't even care, because that alone right there made me another $50 of profit. And I'm sorry, you weren't watching me move the mouse, but 115. I was talking about right here. I got in. Basically, I got in right here at the start of it, right? That was what I was talking about. Got in right here at the start of it, and then curled back up. Sold it basically right here. Went down, didn't capture this move. Now I was talking about right here. Got it right here at 753. Goes all the way down. I'm holding through all of this because I know it's an A plus quality setup. I know it was gonna be a good one. Goes rallies back up. I sell right there just because I wasn't really sure as to it was gonna break 840 and go higher, but it pulls back a little bit and then it breaks it all the way up to 875. Another pullback here, bam, up to 9. And seems like a big rejection here at all around 950 basically. So I will be cautious. I would have been cautious because all of these pullbacks here were on relatively low volume. This right here is scary, okay? But just hit the resistance level. It might be a good idea to buy right here. I would sell it at 875, maybe around 9 maximum. Or there you go, it rejects even more. What I was talking about was this stock was all about the dip trades. The only thing I would have changed is instead of getting at 753 and hoping that this was the resistance level, was waiting until I saw the first green candle to make it, to basically just consolidate the price and buy right there. Basically any one of these 4 candles, even here as this was rising, bought right there, you knew that this was gonna go up. And just I think here was the point was to hold a little bit more, just to hold maybe 5 to 10 minutes. That's what I did, made profit on. So $115 of profit. The only thing that I wanted to say was, if buying dip trades, wait for the consolidation, see that actually the pattern was a dip, maybe even here buy as this rose up, because it broke through all of these candles lows, and you knew that at least that this was becoming a resistance level, as you can see. I mean support here at 672, because it hit the double bottom, bought it. I should have bought it right there, waited for it, sold it. And a great move, great stock. I mean, great, just great move. 300 shares, I made $125 on it. I couldn't complain. Thank you guys for watching, and lesson learned, just wait for it when playing dip trade. Just wait for it to make the next green candle, buy right there. You get it mostly at the bottom and not somewhere in the middle. So if you guys are trading after basically in the market, I hope you guys have a nice trading day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.